So, evolution, it isn't just people that evolve, but organizations. And organizations evolve when all of the people, or a preponderance of the people in the organization, are all set on their individual evolution. And I see that really interesting thing happening for Ketchum and Walton. And Ketchum and Walton is a company that I've worked with for several years. I've worked with the leadership team, and I work with a group of emerging leaders and rising leaders within the organization as well. And I see firsthand the evolution in the company and how messy and challenging and um, erratic it can be. And none of those things are bad, by the way. They're doing the best job that I've seen of any organization working to evolve, but it must be all of those things because it isn't clean, it isn't concise, it isn't efficient to evolve. And I work with Jay Ford, the CEO, and his team, Mary Beth Kester and Roy Williams and Mark Murfitt. And I also, as I said, work with a group of 14 of their up and coming leaders in the organization. And I've seen Ketchum and Walton invest time and time again in their people because they understand, much like many companies do that I work with, that people are central to progress and that an organization is just kind of an artificial construct. What we're really talking about is if in Ketchum and Walton's case, you have nearly 100 people and you want the company to evolve, you are looking to those 100 people to evolve independently, and then collectively the organization evolves. And that's what's so messy about it. It's so wonderfully messy about it. But they keep at it. They keep experimenting with different things, understanding full well that many of those things, the first iteration will not work, but we have to try something. I think it was Seth Godin who said he's written a bunch of books, but he wrote a bunch of bad books. But he had to write those bad books to write good books. And I think that's it for all of us, right? I mean, for any of us that are passionate about evolving, those experiments have to go fast and furious because we know that the first iteration isn't going to work probably. So it's going to give us information and a data point that we can then iterate off of. And I see the folks at Ketchum and Walton doing that. They've grown exponentially over the last several years. In fact, they've gone, 4 or 5 years ago, they had 50 some people. Now they're almost to 100. So they've doubled the size of the organization. They're now reevaluating how the organization is structured and what the jobs are and what everybody does and moving leaders into roles where they can have impacts and create better worlds for those they care deeply about. And it's an awesome thing to see. And so it's messy, it's chaotic, it's not efficient, it's sometimes disappointing, but it's the only way forward. And I tip my hat to the folks at Ketchum and Walton because they're doing a great job of it.